All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful Saturday morning. If you notice, we are in a different location today. Um, we're here with Latinx in gaming. They were gracious enough to let us have the front page today. So thank you to you guys. We want to give a quick shout out to them and just talk about their mission for a quick second. So what Latinx in gaming, they connect all the Latinos in the gaming community across the gaming industry worldwide to promote cultural appreciation and representation in games and related content, providing a platform for Latinx gaming community, their members, and elevate each other and themselves. So shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for letting us be here today. We have the usual suspects here. We have Miss Delilah, Miss CHAREECE, and I think we'll be getting Lady soon, and hopefully not double of me anymore. We'll just really quickly talk about who we are and what we've been playing. I'll let Delilah, you can go first.
Also for me, body to GWG, and so I've been playing Nino Kuni,
Awesome.
Deathloop, and let's see
Okay.
what else. I think that's it. A couple of mobile games, but I'll refrain from mentioning those.
Why? Well, how do you like Nino Kuni? Because like I don't know,
Oh man,
I saw
it's
CHAREECE play a few times, and it seems like Pokemon to me.
Pokemon. Nah, Nino Kuni is it's an RPG. The combat though is like a more real time based combat. The game was created I think 12 years ago, and so but it was remastered I think in 2019. So the graphics are still like extremely polished. It looks very well done, and so definitely give it check it out when you get a chance. It's really good.
So that's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It's on Game Pass right now. Yep,
Okay.
first time on Xbox.
All right. And then what about Deathloop? Because we heard like mixed reviews. I think a lot of Xbox players are basically waiting, for it to come to us.
Yeah, so yeah, because it's been exclusive to the PlayStation platform for the last year and some change. So yeah, that's also on Game Pass. So if you got Game Pass, you eating pretty good right now, especially with Deathloop and Nino Kuni and a bunch of other things they recently dropped. I think they got Scorn coming up soon.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's like at the end of the month, right?
Yeah. I think it's the 21st or 27th. It's one of those.
All right. Well, I saw that after a little pushing, that we finally got some rules in our Google Docs for Lady. So
I'm not ready. I'm not scared at all. I am
All right.
prepared. You just don't understand how prepared I am for this game. I am reading the strats. It's a puzzle.
Oh my God. So you're like full on doing homework. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. I'm doing homework. Okay. I have to because I'm not. I think what's going to be trouble with that bet is going to be the puzzles. It's some puzzles involved. So
that's what's going to get me to help you.
Oh, I hope so, because that's the chat is what I need most.
Watch. People are gonna watch that.
They're gonna help me with them puzzles. I promise you. I promise you.
I might only be able to listen, honestly.
Because you don't want to look at it because it's so gruesome.
It looks gross.
Look, I'm prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, y'all know, like last week I was saying that sound like I can't take that. It's like so gross.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Awesome. All right. We can move to Miss Lady Infamous. What have you been playing?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lady Infamous 415. If you don't already know, my after work game is Sekiro. I'm telling you. We beat the Guardian Ape and we beat Orin of the Water. And after I beat her, I think I beat the Corrupted Monk.
Ooh,
as soon as I beat him,
tough one.
Things changed. Like the castle where I had all my shrines located in, my save points, they gone. I have to redo them. Excuse me. I guess somebody took over the castle and I'm trying to find my way back up there, and like my next challenge is the Great Shinobi Wolf.
Yeah.
which is very tough, very, very tough. I think the second phase is tougher than the first one because you have to make a real pimp decision right there, and that's how I was fighting him. So I am frustrated about that. Also, I've been playing Modern Warfare. Tournament season is up, and I have a couple opportunities.
Are you playing the first one, or you?
Yeah, no, yeah, but
good, right?
yeah, I played the beta. I played the beta this past weekend. I have played the Modern Warfare 2 beta. I'm gonna tell you, they reuse, recycle, rehash things, and for someone that plays Call of Duty for a long time, you can see what they reuse. You can see what movements, what guns. That's certain advantage for me. Just let me know, especially with the maps. In a beta, I shouldn't be getting bloodthirsties and fury kills and just dominating.
Wouldn't you?
Right.
I thought it would be more challenging, but maybe I'm just having my expectations up too high. So
yeah, I'm like, you that good?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I would expect nothing less.
Major League Gaming over here.
Yeah.
I said there's a couple of like tournaments that's coming up within a month or so. So I was like, let me practice. So I did really tactical based, game modes like domination, hard point, kill confirm, those type of games. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And that was just really let me stop lying. I play Cyberpunk.
Okay, so you back in, huh?
I'm back in it.
But before you I'll ask you, was it worth it jumping back into Modern Warfare? Because you know how it's like a lot of reuse stuff. And it seemed like there was like a big pool for you, right? Because you hadn't been playing Call of Duty. So it seemed like for whatever reason, this Modern Warfare 2 was calling your name. So was it worth it to like start playing it again?
Laughing, I think it was worth it because I found some people, I was playing with the crew. I was playing with Sid, I was playing with D-Cover, and I was playing with a couple of their folks. And me and two other ladies just running Call of Duty and just, getting work done and getting W's. That feel good. That part itself is worth it, So I was like, yes, this is that part I missed. But being experienced in what they make, like where the shortcuts, where the spots you can kick it at when it comes to objective based games. So that's what it is.
All right.
Let me see.
All right, and then Cyberpunk. Yep, and that's it.
Yes. Cyberpunk. I'm doing all the sides. I'm doing all the sides.
No, okay.
I'm trying to raise up my street cred back to 20 so I can get these free Mantis blades. And I gotta raise up 20 of them Eddies to go get the Mantis blades, installed. And then we're gonna just go get this money because I want to get me an apartment. I want to, do the things that I didn't do on my first playthrough. And I'm kind of actually liking the second one better than the first. So,
okay.
I'm enjoying it.
Well, go ahead.
Oh no. I'm really enjoying it at this moment.
All right. Reese, tell everybody who and what you've been playing.
All right, everybody. It's your girl CHAREECE here, and I have been playing Dream Valley. That's my relaxing game. That's so peaceful, just to be playing with Disney people. I wouldn't expect it to be as calming as it is, but it is. Of course, Genshin Impact. They did their new 3-year anniversary drop this week. I wished on the banner, got my new boy. We are raising him up in his power level so we can go murder things.
Now, didn't they announce some new way high player count this week as well? I want to say
it was a lot.
30 million, right? Across
the game
globe?
is on every system except Switch and Xbox, but PC, mobile, and PlayStation, and it's a free game. It is literally a free game. You do not have to spend money. I'm not gonna say I have.
Do you? I was gonna say, do you spend money?
I'm not a whale, but I am a dolphin. I am a dolphin.
What does that mean? You're not a whale, but you're a dolphin. Like they're not getting all your money.
Well,
but...
yes.
Okay.
Say like in what's the not Call of Duty, but the other one. Oh my God, brain fart. Not Battlefield. The builder one, the one that y'all played.
Fortnite. You're talking about Fortnite.
Yeah. Y'all would be dolphins because you spend some money, but not all of your money.
All right.
So
Get it.
You're a dolphin. Because it's a free to play game. You can still earn everything.
Without gotta grind it out.
But you gotta grind it out. But if you spend money, there you go. Depends on the amount of money that you spend. So you're a dolphin. I'm a dolphin.
All right. Dreamlight and
yes.
And Genshin Impact and what else?
And basically my mobile games, because we were hiding from the storm and we didn't want Ian to come and blow us away. So
right, Ian.
So that's
my daughter was like, "How do they find these names?"
Oh well, tell her she can apply to have her name put into the list. She has to go to the website and they can suggest names and tell her she can put her name on there. And she might come by in a couple years and like flatten Florida, and we'll thank her for that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's Mystery, the resident librarian here, dropping all the knowledge, right? So for me, I haven't gone. My name is LBOOGIE0208. If you don't see it right here in the corner, well, just over here in the corner. And for me, I played some Cyberpunk. I have to say that the game looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Loads better than when it launched. I haven't played the game since launch, so I played the game almost maybe about 3/4 of the way done. It was hard to get back into because like that first mission, I was just like, what am I doing? Like I don't know how to use any of the tech anymore. So I got through it. Right. So that was cool. And I'm gonna keep going with Cyberpunk. I found out that you have to log in on whatever console you were on first and get a cloud save going, and then you're supposed to be able to do cross progression. So I'm gonna try to log into my PC and see if it sees that cloud save and see how it looks on the PC next.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but like tons more. If you remember, there was like way less people. Not looking good and everything. So all that is pretty much fixed. And like I said, the visuals, they look loads better. So that, and then like CHAREECE, Dreamlight. It's like
addictive.
I'm trying to figure out, okay, I got lunch coming, am I gonna have enough time to like try to get some things done during my lunch period,
Y'all got it.
Right?
Join us. Come join. I just opened up the last level, the last area. It's all spooky like. It's perfect for this season too. Yeah.
I will say that gem that CHAREECE found about making chests and leaving chests in each area just like totally changed the game for me, because I felt like I was constantly like just dropping random crap on the floor, to pick up other stuff. So like now I have a chest in each area of the map that I've opened up, and then as I get stuff, I just put stuff for that area.
Dump it in there. Oh, that's smart.
So like the beach has like coconuts and corn and all that stuff that you would get there, and it makes it a lot easier. So.
It's like all the cooking areas and the workshops are all connected to your storage.
Right.
You don't have to carry everything, which is awesome.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like I didn't even realize that until later. Yeah. If you go to the workstation, you have something in a chest somewhere, it just knows that you have it, so you're able to still build with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I touched it this week, but I played it last week. So. Okay.
Because as you go, they're gonna ask you for more crap. So like, there's like some mini quest that's coming or whatever, and she's like, 100 wood and stuff like that. So you like, you can't get that in one run, right? So
that's right.
You got to start hoarding. They're teaching people how to hoard essentially. But yeah, so that's for me what I've been playing, and I don't know, lady, do you want to kind of let the people know about the Latinx?
Of course. As you know, we are raising money for the Yunza Game Festival. I believe they had a showcase yesterday, and I think they got an announcement yesterday, something going down early 2023 with some indie games.
Mm-hmm.
And also the Catawba RedHawks, there's Esports team in North Carolina. They are raising money as well for new equipment, get better at their game, So we appreciate you guys if you show some love and send a few dollars their way. Also, I believe they're doing a PC giveaway with a minimum donation of $50. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think they are doing a big giveaway for the help. So we appreciate you guys showing them love and showing us love this morning. And LBOOGIE, I'll get right back to you.
All right, thank you. So we have some topics that we normally talk about. I try to find some gems this week since I'm the host. So first, we just talked about a couple of us playing Cyberpunk, right? And it sounds like pretty much everybody is hopping back into Cyberpunk. They have that new series that's on Netflix, which is just fabulous. Like, I can't believe that it's CD Projekt Red's studio, right? It's still them that did this anime. And I know that American animes typically get like a lot of hate, but this gave me Akira feels like. If you've ever seen Akira, I mean, and I was all in. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil anything. The story was fabulous, but is drawing in a ton of people back into Cyberpunk. I think they said they had about over 1 million, right? Over 1 million people playing Cyberpunk again. Wow. But I wanted to talk about, do we feel like this is, if other companies are going to see the success that CD Projekt Red has had with this and think, okay, all we have to do is make a cartoon and we're going to get people back into our game,
other
right?
media to bring people
right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess one thing I could say about it is, with the rise, I've been calling it the rise of Night City because that's what you resonate with when you watch the anime, and I'm so here for it. For me, the game since launch never reached its full potential. So the fact that it has new life, they, of course, on top of the update that we know they recently released, and fixing the bugs, handling like the AI behavior, fixing some of the traffic issues, character model glitches, some of the world dips, all that. So man, Edge Runners it's a mature anime.
Yes,
so
for sure.
Kids can't be careful with that. Very mature. But it does a great job of translating like the grittiness of Night City. And so by the end of Edge Runners, you're kind of just ready to jump back in. I know it kind of just sparked a more curiosity, like you want to be in that world, and I think that's what people are resonating with when they jump back into Cyberpunk.
All right, what about you, CHAREECE? What do you think? You think people will take this model and run with it? All I have to do is get some other type of media out there for people, and they'll come back to my game.
I want to say yes, but then it also has to be good media. Like Edge Runners was excellent.
Yeah, like I feel like they definitely had that in the works from the beginning, right?
They had to have, because that animation was on point. And they had like a few little issues that I found, but it wasn't nothing to like to write home about. But that storyline was great. The like Delilah said, like that Night City, the atmosphere of the actual city was like, I want that atmosphere for my game. Like, just if I'm to see like the scenes of him just walking around the city were like awesome. I want that in the game, and I think that will resonate with people, and that's why one of the reasons why they're going back into the game. Will it work for other media? I'm not so sure. Like, I don't know. I think Edge Runners just came around at like the right time.
Right, because they had already taken care of like a lot of the issues, right? And they've released the Series X and the next gen update.
And like this, it was just like nobody knew about it. It was just like it came up out of nowhere. And like they announced it and dropped it all on the same day.
Right. Which it seems to be the best way to do things, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Like just don't talk about it. What do you think?
What else did that? Didn't a game do that?
Yeah, Apex.
Who else had
Apex.
Apex Legends, that's
right.
Stealth drop. Yeah, I love it.
And what about you, lady? What do you think? Do you have an opinion or no?
I do have an opinion. I do. Edge Runner really was. They did that so well. That is so similar to the game that encouraged people, to go back to it. Like me, I played it first, and it wasn't bad. It was just the bugs and the game crashes that really was bothering me. Really turned me off about the game in the beginning. But since then, they really worked a lot of the issues they had with it currently, and I'm hearing more good reviews of playing Cyberpunk than it was when it first came out, and I think that's great. Is this gonna be the model, the quote unquote game plan to revive a series of that's DOA, quote unquote? No, because personally, I think for this aesthetic, it worked well together. You could probably have another game. I'm gonna say Anthem. Okay.
Girl.
In the deep web and everything that they should do this for Anthem.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
The show has to be so good that makes people want to go relive the moment with that, not so pleasant game, I would say. I think they were lucky with this one. Because I think there was the most of the audience who bought Cyberpunk really wanted that game to be good.
Yeah,
they really wanted that game to be successful.
A lot of people like that world, the Cyberpunk world.
Yeah, I can't wait for the DLC to come out. I hope they do something with multiplayer. I'm in it.
They're supposed to be having stuff with the show in the game. Just that when I downloaded it, that it had
so what?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing.
The game,
within
the main story.
I'm here for it.
I ain't gonna tell you who it was because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
But yes. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. All right. Well, moving right along. One of our next topics is PlayStation's loyalty program. That it was coming. They rolled it out in Asia, and it's coming to the U.S. and other sectors in October. And I kind of wanted to just talk about this because we did this before. We are adding on to their STARS program that top priority, right, in customer support to certain people, which I don't know. Like, how good are you gonna feel to know that because you may not play constantly, right?
Right.
Sorry, let's say you're a parent or something like that, so you don't play all the time. Now, when you call into support, you're not gonna get support as quickly as someone plays way more than you, right? So
and
I'm not sure if
loyalty program free though. Isn't it free?
It's free.
Isn't the loyalty program free?
Loyalty program is free
so
to join.
To me, that's the weird part. I mean, you say it gives top members more priority and customer support, but it's a non-paid service. So,
and let me tell you, so it's a non-paid service, and once you get to level 4 tier, so there's 1 through 4, by the way, and once you get to level 4 tier, which you unlock by buying or full price games, not on sale games, yes, in the PlayStation Store, and earning 128 rare trophies.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't think, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know we at company house this morning, okay? But I just think that's unfair. I don't think it's right that I get better service than CHAREECE because I pay more money on my account. And then if we both have a similar problem, she's gonna get ignored because I paid more. That's not fair. I think that you're supposed to get quality, service from your, platform of choice, and especially with customer service, because not everything's gonna go well. Your maybe the card that you your gift card doesn't work on your app, or you forgot your password to your account, and or you need to upgrade, and then you need to just get a refund on a game that you particularly don't like. Those things happen, and it's normal across all platforms. And I I got my Nintendo, but I ain't never had an issue with Nintendo to the point that I had to call customer service. And with Steam don't play. Steam will tell you, look, we're gonna do this in a couple of days, give you a response in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the refunds, they quick with the refunds as long as you meet the criteria. And Xbox, I don't have a problem with their customer service at all. I can always speak to a live person. They're always understanding. They're always courteous. Sometimes the answer to my problem doesn't always go my way, but it doesn't make me feel like upset or like my time wasn't wasted. And I'm like, oh dang, I can't get this refund on this game because I don't play 30 minutes or dang, that's messed up. All right then, have a good day and keep it pushing. But to say that I gotta pay more.
Not only that, you got to buy. So basically, they tied it to game purchases and your trophy unlocks.
Right.
And for me, that's the strange part of it all, because I was already comparing this Stars program to what Microsoft Rewards offer, and it's just, to me, Microsoft has had time to cultivate partnerships, and so you can really use those points for literally everything.
Right.
And so I was already a little bit on the fence. So this makes me a little bit even more skeptical, because I have to, in order to get great service, I have to play certain titles and spend time. But what if to me, the amount of time you play shouldn't dictate whether you're a good gamer or whether you support a platform or what. So even tying support to that is a bit off-putting and a little weird to me. But
I do say that people in Japan are already expressing their displeasure about this. So and that's your home base. So hopefully we're here. CHAREECE, I was just going to make sure that you had time to comment on the topic.
I can't say what I want to say because we're at company house,
Okay.
but that's just you're spending more to get better customer service, which is, again, that's not right. You're supposed to be a customer facing company. You should have customer service be your like standard pillars of your business. It's like a given. I don't understand why people don't think that's out there. But if you interact with people on a daily basis, you should have good customer service.
Right.
Nothing. It low key it makes me mad.
Customer service, right?
Yes. And if you're going to prioritize certain customer service, you know who should get it? People who are new to your system.
Right.
Especially around the holidays when people are buying, parents are giving out gift cards, or you get a new system, whatever, and you see that these people haven't played in a while. Hey, move them to the front of the line or something.
That's right.
That should be the people who get the better service, because they clearly do not know what they are doing. People like us, even I don't even play PlayStation that much. We know what we're doing. We know how to Google and look stuff up, or we'll go to each other before we go to the customer support. So like, we'll figure it out. People like that who don't know or don't play, they need more help than we do. So I found it confusing and like not good business. I don't know. It's just weird.
Like, I understand what they were going for as far as trying to incentivize people to, play more. Or in this case, purchase more titles.
Right, because it doesn't really mean, like the trophies is more like you played, but like buying games, you're like, okay, so if you spend, what is it, $280 or something like that with me, then $240.
Well, is that the $70? Do it at $70 now.
Yeah, 70 times the 4? Yeah. You're right. 200.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
Yeah, right. The math ain't mathing.
That's why I read books.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a lot, right?
They'll just get basic service from me. I mean, that's it. They'll just get the basic package, and I'll get disc, no digital. I mean, if that's what it has to be, because I will be very upset if I didn't spend money on a service and knowing that I have to play a certain amount of games to even be considered to be helped. I don't think it's right.
I mean, you're going to get help. You're just like, I guess if you have this, you're going to get whatever top tier or priority customer service is,
I don't think,
because like, honestly, they could be like lying, saying that you're going to have priority service, because how do you how do you funnel that, right? Like, how do you even funnel that customer service that you are now going to get priority? So if you match the number that you're calling in with an account, like, is that the only, there's other layers.
They probably, they look at your account, your PlayStation account, your ID, and they can kind of match and see, like, oh, this person has such and such trophies, and they
right.
bought,
but you have to talk to somebody, right, before you even give them your information. Yeah. So you're still waiting the 4 hours like everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe if you're doing it through the app or the website, I can see.
Okay, the app. Yep. That's it. That's probably it.
I can see. Yep.
Yeah. You know what? But what is interesting that they consider good customer service as a top tier level in their free program. So, what are the other choices? Like, what other things could you have given besides good customer service? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the behind this at all.
So tier 4 is also supposed to include collectibles and other things, but it's like when contacting PlayStation customer support, you'll be given priority in the chat order. So there you go.
You know what I want? I want a discount on games.
Right? Like, I'm spending money with you. That's all I want. Like, just give me a discount.
Give me a discount on those games. Can I put that towards other purchases? Put it towards, because I know at Microsoft Rewards, which is literally the only thing we have to compare it to.
Right.
We have gotten a free month of subscription on Live.
$10 every now and again.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
I have mine on bank, so I wait until I have like $100, and then
that's it.
Give me a gift card.
I don't know. Maybe because they're so new at it that they don't have anything else to offer, and so maybe in the future we can get other things. Mm-hmm. But like right now, it is lacking. It is.
And I mean, I hear you with that, but I feel like that's also a cop out, because it's like you have like a team of people who are getting paid goobgobs of money to drive what should be given for the tiers and all this stuff. So I kind of feel like that's also, if they were to say, oh, well, we didn't really have enough time, well, why? Like, why are you rushing this?
Like, that part. Hey, I look here, not me trying to be, be nice to Sony, but like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm looking at it from a customer point of view, the patrons. You're hurting your patrons, and they're the ones that you're trying to take their money. At least give them good customer service. Like I don't know. I'm trying here. I got nothing.
They're getting the basic.
They getting plenty of people have commented on their Twitter where they pointed it out, and they're saying customer support must be equal. Like, there's not even a question.
I don't get it.
Yeah. All right. What were you gonna say, lady? I'll let you.
I'm just saying that if you guys are really not feeling what your console, like preferred consoles, how they work in their business, for say this example, you got to speak up, because if you don't speak up and tell the world your frustration as a consumer to this product and service, they're just going to let that company's going to do whatever they're going to want to do.
Right.
And either you're going to continue to like deal with it, or you're going to get turned off by gaming altogether. And I don't want that to happen at all. I think everybody should have, as far as, customer service, it should be fair all the way around. It shouldn't be like, oh, I got to talk to an automated person or a voice message versus an actual person who knows what they're doing.
It's true. Yeah.
No, I agree. All right. Well, the next topic that we wanted to talk about was, I'm going to push it a little bit, is that we have another handheld that's entering the ring. If you've been, staying up to date with gaming news, we know we have the Google Stadia. Well, not anymore, but we know we have the Steam Deck, right? Microsoft also announced a handheld, and now we have Verizon in conjunction with I cannot remember that name. Qualcomm technologies, but this one is going to be a little different. This handheld is going to be a 5G device. So Verizon is kind of thinking that they're going to do like a mobile handheld, I guess, with this. I'm not sure if you guys were able to take a look, but they're also working with Razer to develop the look, I believe, the look and the feel of the handheld. And they didn't really talk about like what games you'll be able to play here yet, but they did talk about services on a new subscription, another subscription coming at you. Another subscription coming at you called Plus Play, which is going to be Verizon's one-stop shop for purchasing subscription services across entertainment, gaming, music, wireless, and more. So I'm assuming that you'll be able to take this device and watch, everything. It's going to be like a one-stop shop type of feel. But the only thing that you wouldn't be able to do, I guess, is talk on it. But it sounds essentially like what you would be getting on your cell phone. But what do you guys think? Do you feel like this is like the next hype train? Like everyone now has a subscription service. Like, are we going to get all these people who now have handhelds in the gaming space? And talk about that and how it's going to affect the players who are already in the ring.
Personally, me.
So anyone can go.
Personally, me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't need no handheld. All I need is my phone and a nice little what you call it, a backbone. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
That's all I need. That's all I need. I think.
And why is that all you need?
Accessibility, not holding too many things around in my bag. Everything in one phone. I have the Switch that's doing the Switch. And cloud, for me, I know some of them operate on the cloud. My internet is not the bestest. So
I think that's why they're trying to make this, their 5G device. So they're that they will be getting that stream, that bandwidth for you to be able to play cloud.
Well, I don't know. It's still up in the air. And you know me, I don't like to get anything like as far as electronics, except for this Series X. First run. I want to get the second run. There's gonna be something. I just know it. It's just something that, I'm not too dived in with another handheld in the space. So I just have to thoroughly look at each one and see which one's gonna be one more bang for my buck, and what games that they have on that in each handheld for me.
I know for me, I've been trying to figure out now, is this just so that I'm clear, is this more of a cloud streaming device, or is it more like the Steam Deck where you can actually load games onto the actual hardware?
I don't know. They did talk about built on a new Dragon G3X Gen 1 gaming platform.
So they planning on
long ass name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a new gaming platform that they've come up with designed for high performance on the move. They don't specifically say that it's cloud gaming, but I feel like that's kind of inferred. Why else would you need that? Right.
See? Right. So I could tell you, the 5G part of it is very appealing because you don't have to worry about trying to, connect via Wi-Fi in order to kind of enjoy those game streaming or online titles or whatnot. You can just use your service that you're likely usually already planning for. Some people have smart watches, and so they have a line for that. So I guess you could just add another line for this device. But I'm with Lady on this. I would go phone and backbone. For the iPhone crowd and for the Android crowd, I would go more. What is it? It'd be Android and the the Razer Kishi, which is a great device. And so she's right. You don't want to carry around a whole bunch of devices. We already have the Switch, and make the Switch so great is the fact that they're able to provide exclusive IP, like your Mario and your Zeldas and things like that.
But they don't have the cloud gaming, and they don't have that aspect.
Oh wow! So it's
no. I'm saying Nintendo doesn't. Nintendo doesn't have cloud gaming.
Absolutely. So Nintendo, that's right. So it's one of those. It's kind of separate everybody got their own separate thing that they're focusing on as far as their delivery.
Right.
Like Nintendo's doing their exclusives. This is more so okay. It reminds me of like your phone. 'Cause I know for me when I'm playing games on my phone, that's how I play. When I'm on xCloud, I use my Kishi and I use my phone. And that's all I need in order to play Halo. You know what I mean? So for me, it's that's my go-to. I can't see myself adding a new device, something extra to carry around in my purse. Nah, I'm just.
Yeah, it makes you wonder like how much of the market that they think that they're going to be able to capture, because essentially, this is going to be 5G already included in the device, you know, through Verizon. But I don't know if it's gonna, you know, make people from T-Mobile, right, go to Verizon, or you know, if it's gonna make these other people switch to Verizon, right?
I think that's where I'm at. Like, who specifically is this for? Because people have cell phones, they can already connect 5G, they can get controllers, they can play the games,
right?
So,
and most new phones have hotspots, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. What about you, CHAREECE? What are you thinking? I know CHAREECE is like in the bushes.
I'm not feeling this one. I liked the other one that was announced about 2 weeks ago, the Logitech one. That was the one that I was feeling.
Okay. And why did you like that one more? Yeah,
I liked that one because it was more geared towards cloud gaming.
And let me correct myself, because this does have cloud gaming. I found where it does say so. You're able to download and play locally, stream from your console, or access directly from the cloud.
Oh, wow, so they're
5G.
Yeah,
they're competing with Steam Deck. They're competing with to me, that's how I look at Steam Deck. It's even though Steam Deck is clearly based on this announcement, it's a little bit more powerful. It's now that's a competing market for them, and I love that, because you know competition typically drives better content. So go ahead, CHAREECE. I'm sorry,
but it definitely could be better, right?
Absolutely.
The catalog from Steam, though,
nobody can.
That's true. Like, what type of games are they gonna have?
That's it. At the end of the day, it's all about the games.
Yeah.
I don't know. The handheld, but I sure do got a Steam catalog, and you can have everything.
Yeah.
Because it makes you wonder, like, are there enough people who play mobile games on their cell phone that would want this?
Yes, I believe so.
You think so? Okay,
I do.
Well, maybe that's where the section they plan on capturing is the folks that play mobile games. But I don't know. Something in me makes me think that the people who like to play mobile games, it's like Lady said, the convenience of that being on that device that they already have in their pocket, right? Like, they don't want to have to buy another device to do this.
Well, see, that's just it. To us, well, to the majority of gamers, mobile games is mostly like, oh, Candy Crush or something. But again, like I said, Genshin Impact is a mobile game.
Right. Fortnite is too.
So
it's Call of Duty.
Another one is Tower of Fantasy that just dropped. That's a mobile game, but these games are bringing in. They have like full-blown cutscenes. Production values is high. Like, some of our phones and devices that we have can't handle all that. Like, I am literally looking up for a new tablet just so I can play my mobile games on it. Like, so it would be, yeah. So honestly, these devices, they're towards looking for people like me. I kind of wish I had got on the Steam Deck earlier, that way I could play these on there. But I am like, these are just for people like me who play mobile games but are looking to upgrade. Because I no lie, I do carry a lot of devices with me. I have my phone, my tablet, and my Kindle in my purse. Plus all the other crap my daughter throws in there. So I don't know. This one, the Verizon one, does not hit me because, again, Verizon is not as great here in my area, and if they're using their 5G, they don't have towers everywhere. Like, when they always have those little white spots, I am always in that white spot. So I wouldn't look at that.
So you feel like this is like really for people who are in big cities, right? 5G really isn't gonna be.
Again, the internet. The people don't want to talk about it, but the internet is not everywhere here in America. 5G is not here yet. Trust me, it is not in my area. It is nowhere coming to my area no time soon. So that part does not excuse me at all. But now the Logitech one already has like Game Pass included, it has Steam, it had something else, like it had all the major cloud services that I already use, and it's already cheaper for you if you go ahead and buy it. So I'm like, it got me thinking. But so, hey, you know what we need to ask? When is we gonna get an official Sony and Xbox handheld? Like that's the question we need to be asking. Like, that'd be
Well, Xbox did announce that they're supposed to be working. I can't remember who it was with, but to get a handheld out to people, right? That was on last week's docket.
They need to.
Well, I know they advertise it on their Twitter. I don't know if anything's official.
Right.
I think it's more so supporting a third party partner. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, I think the other big question for me for this would be the battery life, right? Because what I've seen on the Steam Deck, that seems to be the biggest issue for me, is that the battery doesn't last very long. And the thing with lithium batteries is the more it dies. So that's one big thing that I worry about with the Steam Deck. So with this, I think, keep harping back on what Lady said. It's more of those you got to wait and see. Like, this is great to like understand that there's another player coming into the fold and that there's going to be more competition, but you got to do it right. And that kind of like leads me into the next topic, is with Google Stadia, being demolished, right? Like, we're not going to have Google Stadia anymore. And I think a lot of people that were within that community loved it for what it was, right? They definitely didn't provide everything that they boasted at launch, but I think for the fact that you were able to essentially, log in from anywhere, play over the cloud, as long as you had a stable internet connection, and be able to play like you were on a PC, it was very convenient for people.
Right.
Kind of one of the things that I want with rid of Stadia is like, I feel that my opinion with Google is that they put out these new platforms, new devices and stuff like that, and they never really foster them to the full extent. And they get what they get out of it, and then they dump it. So I kind of want to have you guys' opinion on that.
I guess for me, when I think about Google Stadia, it's a little bit unfortunate because when you think about the tech itself was great, right? I remember playing it for the first time when I was at PAX, and it was fantastic. I mean, they kind of more of a controlled environment, so the latency it wasn't like no latency, and I remember being blown away by it. I think the most glaring issue with what Google was trying to do was their game delivery model.
Yep.
Because they didn't include your, how do I want to put this? You didn't have your existing library that you could tap into. You had to
buy everything with them.
If the game wasn't free to play, exactly. If the game wasn't free to play, you had to purchase the title. And I think that's where you see the glaring difference between Stadia and what xCloud, what they calling it, Xbox Cloud Streaming is providing, is the fact that I can tap into my Xbox library, right? And I can my progression. And this is one thing I always point to is where Microsoft and Xbox does a great job, is cloud streams. Like, my progression follow me. Even if I switch from my console to PC, I can pick up literally where I left off if it's supported, right? And I think when you have something like Stadia, you already kind of put at a disadvantage because you can't pick up the previous game save. You can't get their previous purchase that they had on Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. It's like something completely brand new. And I think Luna is kind of likely, run into those same issues. But I don't know enough about Luna. But it's unfortunate. Like I said earlier, competition is great in these spaces because it pushes everybody to be better. And so I hate to see it kind of go away. And hopefully with that tech, companies can still kind of tap into that tech and use it to kind of, test their games and things like that. And hopefully that's Google's new strategy, because this is just the unfortunate regarding Stadia. And but it just never pulled me in because I'm Xbox is my primary platform, and it's just so much. I'm already starting with a plethora of games. I don't have to even purchase anything extra in order to kind of get going.
Right. And like you said, you're able to, like, for the most part, I think pretty much everything you're able to play on your Xbox and then decide, all right, well, I'm traveling, so I'm going to play via cloud, and, you keep on going right where you left off. And I think the only game that you probably would have been able to do that on the Stadia was Destiny.
Yeah.
And that's because Destiny already has their own built-in cross-progression system, right?
That's right. Yep.
What about the other ladies? What do you guys think about Google?
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a little side story, okay?
All right.
I used to have a crush on this dude. I ain't gonna say his name because I ain't gonna put his business out there. But this man was gung-ho about the Google Stadia. He thought it was the next hot fire goodness and it was gonna be forever. And I told him, I'm like, look, bro, there's no games on here. It's not gonna last that long. He's like, I got the founders package for like $130, $140. Yeah. I got everything. And I'm like, sir, I don't think it was the actual product, the actual physical product was the problem or the idea. It's just that the games that they offered were just not enticing enough to, actually plug in the Stadia. So I explained to him that, this is not going to last. He didn't want to listen. And now it's 2022 and we talking about this. Companies who wants to like purchase or make physical objects to for cloud gaming, for video games and stuff like that. I don't care about the hardware as much that I care about the catalog of games. And I think that's very important because if you don't have a catalog of games or some good studios with some really original IPs, I don't think that handheld or for this case the Stadia will last. And it's so much like Delilah said, it's so much competition here. When I first saw it, I was like, I can play Rainbow Six Siege somewhere else.
That's when they were pushing too. They were
pushing Rainbow Six Siege that came out a few years ago and actually made their mark on console and PC to entice people to play on Stadia. And then when the Stadia came out, there was folks like, I brought my Stadia at the hotel on vacation, but it's not working right. So I think that I knew it. I hate to say it. I didn't want it to fail, but I saw the failure coming. And that Google doing.
But I think that goes back to like the nurturing thing, right? Like, they, I don't know. Do you feel like Google put all, that they could behind Google Stadia?
I know they didn't. I don't think they did. Because if they did, they would have had a better presence known. They would have had more money to get like original IP, something that would be only for Stadia. I think they had a couple of games, but I think maybe 2 games.
Right.
Marketing.
And does that mean that maybe it's too hard for that barrier to entry, right, into the gaming space? Like, I don't think we talk about that. Right? Like, we have Amazon, they're doing their thing with the Luna, but we haven't really heard too much of like development and them, pushing it forward. Is that because they're not able to name deals? Is Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft,
Google though, but you Google though. Google got money though, right?
I know, right? But maybe the powers that be aren't giving them enough support, right? Because we know that even with Xbox, like, it's where it is because Microsoft said, okay, we're going to support this as like the same that we would support Edge or the same that we would support Office, right?
One thing I want to mention here too is to me, at the end of the day, it's all about any platform. It's all about the games you can provide for that platform. Right. So it comes down to exclusive content, and neither one of us can just, in the back of your mind, what exclusive game was on Stadia? You probably can't name it. I'm pretty sure it was like, they had something called Concrete. It was some sort of Concrete, something like that game that was exclusive to Stadia, but it only had maybe a handful of games that was exclusive to that platform. And I think I can't really say that they weren't cultivating it or weren't nurturing, because we did see them kind of create studios, try to get teams around building exclusive content. It just never came to fruition. And I think that's where you start beginning to see the problems, because we know we read about like studio, closings and all this. So it's at some point, I guess they figured they couldn't cultivate that, bringing exclusive content to that platform. Because it's all, maybe that it's all about the games. It's all about the games.
Maybe that hits on that broader issue that we as people of color bring up constantly, that maybe you weren't getting enough people for your studios because you guys aren't fostering people to come into the game industry who are Black, brown, and other. You know what I mean? That they'll just use the excuse as, oh, we weren't able to get enough talent. But believe me, if you're a member of Twitter, the talent is out there. You know what I mean? They're like, hoping to get a job in the game industry. So maybe they lost because they didn't forward think, like, we need people for our homegrown studios. Let's get into some of these schools and get these, young Black and brown folks into the industry.
Well, maybe they did look ahead and they saw xCloud and they saw Luna and they saw, Bethesda and they saw Activision and they saw all these other things that was like, okay, well, they already, the competitor has already made these necessary moves, and how do we compete with that? It is, like, they probably came to the conclusion that it doesn't matter how many studios we buy, it doesn't matter how many games we come out with, and that's but it goes back to that nurturing thing. It's like, if you're going to be in the gaming space, you have to be willing to put the money up, pony up, basic. Go all in. Right. So and you're right. I mean, we've seen this with like other Google platforms. Google. Yeah. So Google Plus. I mean,
right? Yeah.
Google. They got like Meet now, and
they
all
had
these
their
different
social media platform that just like faded away.
I never used that.
I did.
Me too. And then
because of how they like marketed toward you, like, oh, all your people that use Google, you're gonna be able to connect with, and everybody like had an account, right? So you're like, yeah. No, they're like, we got our info.
Google Wave. I was about somebody in the chat said Google Wave. That's true. Yeah, Google Wave. Do y'all remember that?
I forgot about Google Wave. Dang.
There's a website that lists out the thing that Google kills, and I think that's the name of it. What does Google kill? And it gives like the date that it started and then like the date that it died. And so I'm gonna find that website and I'm gonna post it in our DMs. Like, it's hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, I already knew Stadia didn't have much of a chance. It was an internet-based service, and again, not everybody has good internet. Like, if you were in our chat earlier, we're talking about how fiber is everywhere. Yeah. And I'm like, no, it ain't, baby. No, it's not.
Right.
It's not.
I live in South Georgia, and we literally just got cable internet probably about 3 years ago. I know people who are still using dial-up. Internet steady good internet is not a something that everybody has here, especially in rural communities. I know plenty of people who still go to my library because they don't have internet at their house because they cannot afford it. So I don't know why you would make a internet only console or some sort. Like, I guess you
would just say it's like ahead of its time, right?
It was like maybe like 10 years from now it would have been better, but like right now at this point in time, it's a no. It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. I do want to note, because my theory with Google, the Alphabet company, is that their name of the game is to collect data. Google is a data-driven company, and I made a note specifically about this article that they stated that the Stadia team, which we know it's not everyone, right? Maybe just the higher up folks, will be, quote, carrying this work forward in other departments at Google.
A tech.
Yeah,
that's one thing that makes sense. That's one thing that makes sense.
I mean,
the tech and the data, right? Because I feel like just, there's a part of Google that's very much like Facebook, where they are selling your data for marketing purposes.
And they are good at it. Like, they're so good at it. I can search something on my husband's phone, and all of a sudden it pops up on my phone. And I'm like, I didn't even do it here.
Yep. I love it. Like, I love it when you're like just talking about something that you want to buy.
It knows. It somehow knows.
Yeah. and it starts popping up, right?
I hate it. I agree. That's my. I'll be like, I want this item. Pair of shoes.
Yeah, we all of our messages are going to be messed up now. Like all of our ads.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I want to just make sure I want to thank the 13.7K watching us this morning.
Oh wow!
Make sure clap it up. Make sure you guys donate. We making sure we trying to raise some money for Yunza Game Festival and the RedHawks to get some equipment. And I want to thank everybody that's joining us this morning. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all follow. And let's just keep it going.
All right. Thank you, lady. Thank you. All right. So one of the other topics that I wanted to talk about, because for those of you who may be first-time listeners, we have been greatly anticipating the removal of certain people at Activision, and maybe what you want to say is buy out Microsoft in hopes that they will be getting some much needed help with the issues that they have there, right? So we all know that Activision was essentially sued by California because of issues that they were having with harassment, the way women were being treated there, minorities, the gambit, basically, right? Like everything, all the bad you see in the gaming community, it was happening at Activision Studios, right? So Frances Townsend, who is a female, and took the role of the compliance chief officer about 2 years ago, right at the height of all this. Remember that she was supposed to be somebody else, supposed to be coming in, sweeping in, and helping out the company. She actually has stepped down, and they're saying, that she is stepping down ahead of the deal, right, with Microsoft. But what I found interesting about this is that she will still be a board member once she steps down, along with Bobby, right? She's getting the same deal Bobby got. And that Bobby decided to send out a note to everyone in the company to talk about Miss Townsend, and stated that Fran did a truly exceptional job, actually 4 jobs, with continuously increasing responsibilities and the most exemplary work ethic, that he wrote in an email shared with Bloomberg, which is where I'm reading this. Fran has also done an extraordinary job enhancing the strong governance and compliance program we have throughout the company. Opinions. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm not buying it.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm pleading.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Please, okay. Bam, me. Please, okay. I'm gonna talk here. I'm gonna tell you like this. In order, when it's business, I feel like if you're buying a company or buying anything, you got to make sure that everybody is on the same page as the new company, the new owners. And at times, there's gonna be people in situations that needs to be removed in order to have the new owners gain good solid ground on what they're purchasing. In this case, Microsoft Xbox buying Activision. I think they're doing what they need to do to clean house. I think that message to Bobby is BS, because Bobby is aware of what the actions was, what's going on in the company, and really kind of personally she got tossed under the bus. He is the final boss, if you guys want to be real, in this particular story mode. He is the final boss. And I know people that are wanting this deal to go through, and also people have to understand that it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be overnight, and people are going to gotta go. That it is. I'm not going to be working, like, for example, I'm not going to be working at my shop knowing I got somebody that's going to put the whole shop down. We going to have to just weed whack that stuff. I mean, that's how I feel. I truly, and another thing, you guys got to understand that this Activision deal, it ain't just Call of Duty. It's a whole plethora of games.
Right.
And I feel like enough people, I think too many people, amplify this deal and only putting that game in the bubble. Yes, it makes the most money, but it ain't the only game in their portfolio. I just want to just reiterate that.
But like, how do you feel as him stating that she had done an exemplary job? Because I feel like shortly after she took her job, we still saw plenty of reports of bad behavior still going on. We haven't really seen enough of the right people who were identified being let go, right? So I feel like, yeah, go ahead.
Tap on the app, you know what I mean? I think he just, I don't think there was sincere words. I feel like a scapegoat, I would say. I hate to say it. Like, of course, if you took most of the fall for me and you gotta go, I ain't gonna talk bad about you. I'm gonna write your greatest exit speech ever. You know what I mean?
I don't even feel like she's really taking the fall for him, because she's getting the same type of deal he's getting. That, you know, the standard corporate, you messed up, so now we're going to give you this parachute.
To catch you while we kick you out this window.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's really what it is. How you feel about it, CHAREECE?
I think we should have started. I don't even know how she got hired in the first place. Let's start with that. Like, her original job working under George Bush, that was counterterrorism. How you go from that to basically HR? I don't understand how
this star compliance officer, right?
Like, it don't make no sense. I don't know. She came in and it was already looking ugly. She just took their job for a check, because I'm sure she knew that she could not have changed any kind of way that business was gonna end up. I almost feel bad for her, because I do think they used her as a
she gets taken care of. I don't feel bad for her at all, because she's getting taken care of, and believe me, she's gonna get hired somewhere else right after this.
This is true. I wouldn't have I don't know, enough zeros, I might do some things, but
you're stupid.
But she had to look at the reports, look over this contract, and be like, we just want you to sit here, smile at this, release a police release every once in a while, but yet nothing has changed. Like, it's business as usual. I don't know if I could have stayed the whole 2 years. I did my 90-day probation or whatever, and be like, all right, I'm out. She was set up for failure. Yeah, I don't know. She better than me.
I believe she was in a position that they gave her unrealistic expectations, and this is the consequence of her actions. Because I'm gonna tell you,
it's not even consequences. What do you mean consequences? She is voluntarily stepping down and getting a severance as well as a board seat.
I just think how can I say this without? I gotta keep remembering that we're at Company House,
right?
Like I said, she's the fall girl. She's the fall girl. That's what I'm, and I don't like it. I don't like it, because it seems like I just don't. It doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's definitely not a fall guy. She may be the first in a long line of executives we see this begin to happen with. I feel like they've developed some sort of deal within the Microsoft acquisition, where these players that we know to be bad actors are basically getting this golden parachute to leave. And maybe this is a signal that the deal is coming to a close and we will be seeing the ink dry, because I think that's when you start to see these transitions happen. Like, okay, it's about to come to the point where we no longer need you. So let's go ahead and start filtering these people off to their, you know, greener pasture, as it were. Right. I don't know. I like CHAREECE said, she had really no business being in the position, right? Because she had no qualifications. I think she was hired as a, you know, I know this person, we can put her in this position and she can essentially keep the fire from turning into a volcano. So, that's my opinion on it. Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this.
Yeah, we don't have to beat it with a dead horse. Hopefully, the deal drying soon. Bobby will be sent off to his, you know, I don't know why I can't think of the word, but I don't want to say greener pasture again. But hopefully he'll be sent, right, and we can get some of those workers, right? The workers at Activision can finally have some peace.
They can work on something else besides Call of Duty.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, right? Like, what are they now going to be allowed to do with the funding of Xbox, with the funding of Microsoft? Like,
it could be anything. It could be anything. Yeah. No, as long as it's original,
right?
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I mean, even with Overwatch, right? Like, I hope that the 2 should be coming out, right? And I know that a lot of people have a lot of issues with it because you're gonna have to buy it over again. You're basically starting from zero again, and maybe we can get a better Overwatch, right? Not just because we have to hit these dates and whatnot. We're just putting this out, right? So I don't know. Maybe less half steps from the people at Activision, right? One of the last topics we have today, and then we'll go into some tidbits. I'm going to let you guys know, typically on our channel, what we do is we allow the audience, right, to ask us some questions. So if you have a question for us, if you don't mind entering your question in big bold letters, then your question, so we can find these questions easily in chat. Feel free to ask us some stuff. Obviously, mind your manners, and we'll get some questions answered.
That part.
Right, mind your manners. Okay, so E3. I am so excited. You guys have no idea. My sister is also upset, but also understands. You know, she's graduating in May. I'm like, look, I'm coming out in June. That's when I'm coming. So, so we know. E3, we have now, and we can start, you know, planning, right? So are you guys excited? Does this feel like the same E3 is happening? Do we feel like they have announced enough new things coming? Because we know that there's like a whole different vibe now. There's gonna be, I want to say 3 days of business days, right? And then 2 days of consumer days. Oh, sorry. I think there's 2 whole business days where it's all business folks. Then we have 1 day and and we have a consumer day. So I'm gonna cough and talk.
Okay, I can say y'all know, since we make E3 our priority on our team, so we definitely like to go to the event, and I'm excited about it. It's June 13th to the 16th, I think was the announced date, but typically it's even before that, because in the past you've had press conferences, you've had, you know, fan fest, things like that. EA had their event like a few days before the actual E3 conference. But I think the thing that I'm most excited, outside of seeing you all, right, and you know, eating great food and enjoying drinks and going to parties and whatnot, but one of the most things that I'm excited about is the fact that this E3 is going to be managed by Repop, and I love the fact that Repop has a great track record with managing large crowds, and that's pretty much all I'll say on it. Is that I'm excited about what they can do as far as bringing content and things for people to actually do at the convention outside of just what we had in the past, which was like get to stand in a line and try to play a game, and that's about it. So I'm excited just because they're managing it. It gives me a little bit more hope about like what's there to come with E3.
And I think I'm excited. I think it'll be different this time around as us being there physically and being part of the business crowd, right?
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
We will be able to be there for the first 2 days of the business show, and I know that our biggest gripe with the last few years of physical show was that it was just way too many people. It wasn't organized so that like business people could be able to do their thing, because it's highly unfair to be someone waiting in line to see a game and someone in the business being shuffled past you,
right,
to then go for you, right? So
and it was always on the business people to schedule their appointments. So that just means when they did that, when they made that shuffle, that business person just got pushed in.
Right.
And they didn't schedule the appropriate time that they needed to. And it's, as you said, it's unfair to people who've been sitting there for hours just to try a game. It's like usually not even 10 minutes, So
and I hope it'll cut down on that. Like, I don't know if you remember, but like, I remember the year we went when, I don't know if it was Gears of War or Halo. I think it was Halo 5 was coming out. And literally maybe an hour after we got there, they were already saying that the line was like an all-day line. Like, they had one of those signs, if you were at this point, like you weren't going to get to try the game until like 3 p.m. So hopefully this cuts down on that. What do you think, lady? We're gonna go get us one of our Cali Mexican hot dogs.
Okay. Woo.
That's $11 now. Cause when we went,
oh my god, right? Yeah.
Where we went, when we went, it was $5. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it only makes sense that it'll be double now.
It'll be double. So it'll be my 4th time going to E3, and I'm blessed because I'm gonna tell you, E3 is like not the cheapest vacation at all. Especially for a person like me, I want to do whatever I want to do, and you better make sure your pockets is right to do whatever you want to do, buy whatever you want to buy, experience what you want to experience. I'm so happy because I enjoy going to E3, and sometimes people like tease me like, oh my god, you spend your vacation at a video game convention with a bunch of nerds? And I'm like, yes, you just don't know that nerds have the best parties, the best conversations, the best vibe. I mean, if you not with it, then you ain't supposed to be with our vibe. I just want I want to know that it should be mask compliant at E3 next year. You gotta have your mask.
Hopefully we're like far enough away.
Yeah, but still, I mean, yes, but still, I've been hearing horror stories about folks.
Well, I'm more on the side of like, I want to ensure, like, I think PAX was like you had to have your vaccinations up to date and stuff like that. Like, I'm more concerned with that.
Hey, let me go get my booster.
Right.
But do you need a booster each year, or if you're just fine? I need to look into that. I'll look into that.
Before you go,
have some compliance, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm surprised that people will be like, you know what? I don't care. I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not sick. I'm sick. I'm not boosted, and I'm gonna still go and be. And that's hella selfish. So I would want them to be mask compliant at least, because to have more people there at least. That's media. I think our very first experience as GWG as media was bittersweet, because we had our first media passes, but it was the show.
The virtual
E3,
event, right?
the virtual bit was not the best experience for first time media pass people, and we were excited. We were excited. Each person had each day, and each day we had a time frame of who was showing up, who's gonna do this interview, who's gonna do this viewing. We had that plan for our first media week, and the interface of E3 virtual was so like not good. I'm like, come on, man, we were prepared. That's how I felt. We were like so prepared. But next year that's coming, we're physically gonna be there. I can't wait. Like the memories that we're gonna create. I can't wait for the video games that we're gonna be able to play. The people that we're gonna be able to meet. And old good friends that you haven't seen in a long time. And hey, hopefully new friends that that help you keep it going. And I'm gonna tell you, any content creator that I know that even though this is E3 or any convention like setting, gives them like a small boost of confidence or a small boost of drive. So when they go back home doing whatever they respectively do on the streaming content creating circuit, then yeah, it gives them a nice like excitement, like I can do this, Sharee, how you feel about it? Okay, I think Charisse did FanFest, right?
I did FanFest. I did both first, like 2019 and 2018, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So my question is, my little side story is that Charisse next year will be like her first year like participating, going in the convention center, experiencing E3 at its full potential.
I don't know. I don't like people. I might just go sightseeing.
I don't know. I mean, okay. Are you excited though, Charisse?
I am. I'm excited. I'm more excited to see y'all. But
well, if the last day is gonna be the consumer day, we might as well just go to Disneyland.
I honestly, hey, I'm like, if I can squeeze this in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, we are definitely squeezing in Disneyland.
Yeah, so
Disneyland.
Hey,
what about California Adventure? What about California Adventure?
We can go to California Adventure. Well, you can do a park hopper pass. We can talk about that. We can talk about that. But
okay.
we
not in the brain.
We'll
It's already done. It's already done.
You already know. Yeah.
But
you gonna make decisions? You
gonna make decisions? Nothing. But you coming to Disneyland. Look at her face.
Planned before Delilah.
Look at her face.
Yes,
World.
I've been to Disney World. I've never been to Disneyland.
Florida is right down there.
Right.
But yeah, I just want to see y'all and eat some food. Get Boogie to cook for me.
Right.
Go to another picnic with Lady and just cut up with Delilah. I just want to see y'all. The games are extra.
It's all for me. It's everything. I absolutely. I even enjoy going onto the show floor and seeing like the booth setups, talking to people that's playing the games. Like I love everything about it. And for someone like me who deals with like social anxiety and stuff, that is therapeutic. Because I feel like what resonates with me is the fact that people that I talk with at those conventions that I bump into and the conversations that I have, we're all we're speaking on the same wavelength. We're talking about the things that I'm passionate about, as far as like the industry and the studios and who's making what and what's the latest game and what you think about that game. Like I live for that. It's this is my hobby. Sure. Like talking with y'all on Saturday about games.
Yeah.
I
feel like when you were younger and you would see those like TLC documentaries about like twins, right? Going to like some big convention and you meet a bunch of twins. I feel like that's what we get out of like E3. Like you're going to meet a bunch of people who are just like you.
Mm-hmm. Like when you mention Bethesda, they know what you're talking about. Right.
Yeah. Like you mentioned in like any studio, right? You talk about studios, you talk about heads of studios. Like remember the Q&A that we got to go to, Delilah, about women in games, and it was like a very intimate space at the Microsoft Theater, and you got to like conversate with and some other big names on the stage, and just feel free to like ask questions and stuff. Although you do definitely get you're gonna get the weirdos, right? You're gonna get those people who ask like the weirdest effing questions, but
like the ending of the game, like why?
Right.
Why ask about the conclusion of the game which you haven't even played yet? Like,
yeah. So you get those funny folks. I will say, now that I'm thinking about it, mask may be a great idea because then I don't have to smell the funky breath.
Oof. Or the lack of deodorant.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
Or lack of deodorant.
Again, wow, just go sightseeing, y'all.
We just gonna go sightseeing.
Yeah. Okay, well,
we'll go to the Xbox conference and that's it. Yeah,
we gonna get one business day and one consumer day, and we're just gonna explore the rest of the days.
Like, let's go to the beach. I've never been to
We can
beach
do
in
that.
California.
Yeah, the beaches are amazing there too.
You
Oh,
know.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, so we got to take you to a bunch of spots, right?
A day or two, and then she dip off, and then we do
Right.
the rest of the stuff, and while she's back at home.
that's why you always see the three of us in pictures and
Right.
Sharice no.
Sharice,
Hey,
yeah,
I
she
draw
came
my
for
little
like
stick
2 days.
figure in.
But we know now that this year Sharice is coming. Sharice
Right.
is in. She'll be here for 4 days, I think, maybe.
I think as long as I can, my boss be tripping sometimes, but I hope to be there at least till like Wednesday.
All right. So my biggest thing with E3 is who is going to be there, right?
Mhm.
So do we feel like maybe Sony may come back now that it's like a full event?
And they should. I think the last time they were there was 2017. Man, was that the
They
last
not
time they
coming.
were there?
I think so.
They're not coming back because they have more
2017.
response with the state of play, and like they can control that.
So you think they're just going to do state of plays from now on? They're not going to do any, because they didn't go to Gamescom either, right?
Correct.
Mhm. Or
So maybe
TGS,
they're
Tokyo
just
Game
stepping
Show.
back from these events. Totally.
How you expect to capture the American market?
State of Play does it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I don't think that's enough compared to E3. I don't think that's enough.
well, it's
They
not to
don't-
me.
Well, no, it is enough to a certain extent. They're in the gaming media. I mean, not gaming media, but they might be in mainstream media. They're in the gaming, like us, that keep track of it, word of mouth. Like, oh, you heard about this and such. Like, they are on top of that. But like, if they want to talk about being on CNN or MSNBC or something like that, yeah, they ain't getting them now. It's just, I don't know. That's just how it is.
Well, I'm gonna say that if you guys are planning to go to E3, I don't care if you're a consumer or you're working up with media passes. Before you even think about getting the passes, your room, where you're gonna lay your head at after you do all your video game stuff, you have room and plane ticket. I don't care. I'm lucky enough that I'm in San Francisco, so that means I can take a plane real quick, hour, I'm back, I'm in LA. But for the folks who going cross border, cross states, you have to like save up. Well, not save up. Start window shopping, work your budget around. If you can, try to get your hotel living arrangements by the end of this year, and then at the beginning of next year, start focusing on plane tickets.
Lady, stop telling them this stuff. That way we can
Right.
get good rooms. Like,
You
what
just
are you
tell
doing?
Why are you giving them the plug?
Everybody,
Like,
Zach plug, I just told him the
You
time
didn't-
frame.
you know what,
Have to
y'all,
fight
let
wait
them
till
figure it
May
out.
and
Trying to
book
get
y'all
their
around.
tickets.
Wait till May.
Let them figure it out. Dang.
Like, I mean, because it's hard to get
We
hotels
want
as it
good
is. It's hard to get rooms as it is. Like, it's an expensive event. Let's keep it a buck. Especially if we're flying from, like, Sharice and I will be flying from Boogie now. We all from the East Coast. That it's expensive, So yeah, you definitely want to plan. You definitely want to strategize. If you want to save money, because we already know the flights price since pandemic. The flight prices have just been up and up and up and up. So by that point, it's already going to be a problem. I can just tell you that now. But yeah, I wouldn't share no like, oh yeah, get this.
Yeah, people in the
Say
chat,
which
people in the chat
website?
talking about keep spilling that secret sauce.
I'm not. I'm not okay. I just gave you the time frame of the sauce. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you where to go to get the sauce.
She told y'all how much to boil the sauce, how to do it, like how many times
add some sprinkle in the, you know.
Oh man,
that's not. I was trying to be nice, but
don't be nice. Not nice like that. Let them figure it out on their own.
Okay, so I don't want to hear people be like, "Oh, I wasn't able to get the funds."
Go to e3expo.com and figure it out.
Right.
Boom.
Right. There you go.
Oh, y'all so cold. I'm over here helping, and y'all think I'm like, damn. I'm not.
Okay. So when it's hard, we having problems. We'll know why.
Yeah, well, we can't find a room.
If it's something we won't have a single problem. But
right,
grown women gaming,
okay,
ain't gonna have a problem.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right. I'm talking about everybody else.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I'm gonna need a penthouse view like we had last time.
Oh, that view was nice.
Ooh, that was nice. That was nice.
I'm gonna need that,
ma'am. I'm letting you know. Ma'am, with the prices they looking like, I don't think
the budget dictates.
There we go.
The budget dictates.
Hey, we might be on the ground floor.
Right.
We might not have that city view before, but it was.
I know we got to deal with inflation prices and stuff now. Shoot, we might be staying in one of the little motels.
Ain't that either, okay? As long as
it's 10 miles down. Look,
as long as it's clean, it ain't got no roaches.
I ain't staying in the hood. I'm just letting you know. That ain't happening. I've been there.
Oh,
ain't nothing wrong with the hood.
Okay,
we talking about growth. Okay, so
okay. What about like meet in the middle? Meet in the middle. Okay, I understand growth. Growth, but I understand.
I ain't trying to go
inflation.
Backwards now.
I understand that, but I completely understand where you're coming from. But how inflation is looking like right now?
Nah,
I don't know.
I don't care. And we see a hotel, you look up and there's a bunch of shopping carts outside. You're not saying it.
Okay, come on now. I get it. No shopping carts.
How did we get here?
I know we were talking about. We talking about.
This is. I blame Lady for this. I blame Lady.
How you blame me? Because I gave up the sauce.
Yes, we blame you.
You did.
Well, we can't find a room.
Hell yeah.
I told you, I'm speaking in fruition. We ain't gonna have no problems. We ain't gonna have no problems.
Okay. All right. Well, we're coming toward the end of our show. We'd like to thank everybody who's come to listen to us talk about this tomfoolery. As you can see, we're gonna get into some tidbits and then to some questions. So, ladies, I hope y'all have your own tidbits. But for me, the main one I wanted to talk about was Skull and Bones. Like,
wait, what?
So Skull and Bones is now delayed.
Again.
Oh, okay.
After their huge announcement, not but 2 weeks ago, where they outlined.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
I think so. I think it was only like 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks.
Where they had their Ubisoft,
Oh, yeah,
their
it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so they had their thing. They announced, hey, we got this awesome game coming to you guys. just around the corner. Take a look at it. It looks great and it's coming. And then now they're like, well, it ain't coming.
That's what it was.
It ain't coming. So
I'm for that.
I already said somebody had to get fired. Because
man, I ain't gonna go into all that. Like what happened behind the scenes.
Okay, so I plead the fifth. I did not. Somebody definitely got fired because someone that works in the IT world, this had to be a enormous showstopper that they found to delay this game after
game breaking bug
telling the world, like this had to be something like where your whole game deletes, or it's something bad. They wouldn't have delayed the game. Let me look it up.
November or October, the original, because oh my god.
Yeah, because now it's when I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
So when I saw the announcement, I didn't believe it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't believe it when I saw it was delayed. Cause I was like, they had that big
They
showcase
just announced
that
it.
Boogie just
Yeah, the
said,
showcase.
and I was like, it was kind of getting me interested in the game again. But I'm like, I don't know if I could get the mustard back up for it. I'm
With the
Because
mustard.
it had already been
yeah.
like 6 years. Like, yeah. So now it's coming out March 9th, 2020.
They got it. I ain't even. When's Starfield coming out?
And to make it so bad, is it not a paid game? I can understand if it was a free-to-play game and you could buy like microtransactions with like for cosmetics, whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, this is a paid game that is multiplayer, no single player.
I mean, yeah.
I'm that.
So they're saying that, like on The Verge, right? The Verge is saying that the move shuffles the out of the extremely crowded release lineup, taking it out of God of War Ragnarok's path.
Those are
However,
different games.
should the game be delayed again beyond its March 2023 because Breath of the Wild is coming out? I think that is like crap. There's no way they move this game just for God of War when you are going to have more games in March.
It's a service-based game?
Yeah,
I don't buy it. It's a service-based game.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Right.
I don't buy it.
Do like Dream Valley. Drop it now, call it early access.
Right.
And then
You're right. Because if that's the case, drop it before. Bring it early. And then it's like you've brought this gift to gamers.
Right. Shadow drop.
Right. Then they would want to play more. The fact that they pushed it sounds more like we found an issue that we don't want to talk about.
Yeah. It's a service-based game.
I'm not interested in this game anymore.
Just like that.
Cyberpunk.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Because I'm telling you, I don't want to be hyped up. I thought the game was coming out. You know, we saw the trailer. We like, okay, something I could get jiggy with. And now I'm like,
now you got it.
You got it. You got it.
I've lost interest.
I lost interest. Exactly. Especially for a game that's got microtransactions too. You just.
I think it competes with what? Sea of Thieves? It competes with Sea of Thieves, which is, you know, obviously different art style, different, as you know, type of game. It looks like, and you got Sea of Thieves constantly dropping content. You know what I mean? They have a schedule where this season we're doing this. This is the latest drop. This is the newest, you know, features. So I'm with you all. I would have early access, get as many people in as possible, figure out the nuances of the game, just drop it. So that might be the case. Game breaking bug. We can't do that. We can't drop it. You know.
Right.
So
I mean, this screams showstopper.
It doesn't kill the excitement for the game. I mean, I can't really say that I had one to begin with, but it doesn't really kill like my ability to be like, I'm gonna try it. So I'm definitely gonna try it. Like I love games.
It's a paid game. Are you gonna pay to try a paid game?
Right.
This is not free to play.
I told you they got it.
That changes it.
That changes it.
Got it.
Like I was on the fence, but now I'm off. I'm not climbing anymore. Right. All right. I feel you. All right.
I gotta tell you what, Tidbit. Grounded came out.
Yeah,
officially,
the full
right?
version, right? Full story and everything.
Definitely jumping into that. I can tell you.
Okay, I heard amazing things about Grounded,
and we can play together.
Okay.
Wait. I can play with y'all, but I also have to play with my boy because he built me a house.
You still got?
Hold on.
You still got the house? I'm sorry. What?
Wait a second.
He built me 2 houses.
Tell him.
See, no. Are you gonna buy it? I mean, come on.
Right? Why do you even have to bring that up?
I'm just letting you know I can play with y'all.
Because she rubbing it in our face. That she got
hole.
She basically said,
y'all got 2 houses?
I can't play with y'all peons because y'all don't have a house yet.
Y'all got 2? I have 2 houses.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
That's exactly what you said.
That's exactly what it was. So you too good to play with us now. Roger.
Say that.
Get y'all houses up. And I can play with y'all.
Okay.
Ma'am, you
I
lucky
can't
we at
sleep
somebody's
outside.
house. Ma'am,
can't
you lucky
sleep
we at
outside.
somebody's house. You lucky we at somebody's
We're
house.
gonna have to table this for next week, y'all. We're gonna table this for next week.
Yeah,
Right?
we
'Cause
gonna,
we gonna have to get in somebody's behind about this one.
Right.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
Just to keep the ball rolling, let's go ahead and finish our tidbits because I got a few
It's
too.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm
Get
done.
your tidbits
I heard-
in.
So my tidbits is check out Hocus Pocus if you have access to Disney Plus. All right. Earlier in the
cute.
podcast we mentioned early in the podcast we mentioned Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That's still on my tidbit list. And last but not least would be this bad boy right here, which is the Elite Series 2. Copy one of these. It's great. Yeah. That's my tidbit.
Awesome.
So you stunning on me with the controller?
Hey, you
She
already
is.
know.
Stunting on my
She-
daddy.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the new like colored. You know, you could change
Light and
the light
everything.
on your
You can do
know,
that on
favorite color.
all of them now, though, right?
No, just the elites.
Right, on all the elites, though. Like
All
no
the
matter,
elites,
like,
yeah, all the
yeah,
elites. Even you know the black one, you know, right here. You know,
Right.
I'm gonna have to play with that.
All right.
Comment
Go ahead, Charisse. You sound like you got some tidbits.
No, I just got one jump on off Delilah's. I finished Edge Runners yesterday, y'all. As much as we talked at the beginning of the show, y'all need to go watch the anime.
It's good.
You finished?
Good.
Yeah, I finished it yesterday while I was doing my hair.
Mhm.
So everybody's finished, right? Everybody on the show. is
Yes.
It's up there.
Delilah, you
I
finished?
got two more. I got two more
Okay.
episodes.
Damn, we can't.
Right
Oh,
now,
okay,
right?
okay,
Not
never
yet,
mind.
not yet.
Ooh, we can
It's
start
up
talking
there.
about it.
Okay,
Not yet,
no,
not
not yet. That one, of course. Crap, just brain farted, just that quick. Disney Plus, Star Wars. What's the Andor?
Andor.
Yeah.
Yes, remember that started
good.
last week. There, I think it's got like 4 episodes out already. So y'all go check that out if you're into Star Wars. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. I was too busy running from the storm to do anything else.
All right. And lady, you have any tidbits for the stream?
It's a foodie tidbit.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. When I grew up in Miami, right, there was this sandwich called un pan con bistec. It's like a steak sandwich, but it's just a simple steak sandwich with a little bit of mayo, and you put thin cut beef on it with sauteed onions and garlic. Then you put potato sticks in there, and then you put it in
that
like some
sounds good.
garlic bread. I mean Cuban bread, and you flatten it with
That's
like if you have like a
panini type press, yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes, and
Okay,
then you
that
put a little
sounds
bit of
good.
mustard in there and get it all crispy and stuff. I've been on a kick like on the weekends when I have like leftover beef, like thin cut steaks. That's what I do. So for lunch after the show, I'm gonna have me some, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm jelly.
Photos, or it didn't count, man.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous.
Right?
You know,
If you don't put
Yeah.
photos out, I mean, it didn't happen. So
facts.
Okay, but it's not gonna
all
be.
cap if it's not on the app.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
All right.
I got you. You're gonna get a picture today.
Cool.
My tidbits.
Let's get some questions in.
I only seen one
Okay.
from Shin Wolverine.
What's
Right. Shin is a
with-
part of our Discord. If you're
Yes.
not, make sure you hit us up on Twitter. You can catch our Discord, all kind of goodies rolling through there. We talk about all the shows, all the games, and of course, because it's the ladies, we have a food channel.
Mhm.
So
We
if
love
somebody
to
don't
eat
post
over
their
here.
sandwich in there this afternoon, we gonna be
Right.
fighting.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, ma'am. I got you. Shin Wolverine asks, what is your top 3 animated series for adults?
All right, I can go first.
Go ahead.
So for me, my top 3 would be Boondocks.
Which
You
they're
know,
coming back.
I love.
Reboot's coming. Still coming.
I thought they had canceled the reboot. Are they?
No,
is it
I
different?
saw some artwork from one of the artists, and they said it's supposed to be still coming.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, definitely. Well, you know, old school Boondocks was very adult. Definitely check it out. Castlevania on Netflix, which is really good, nice dark. And y'all know I don't really watch anime. Castlevania was fire. I absolutely enjoyed that. And Cyberpunk, man, I can't get over Cyberpunk right now. Edge Runner.
You gotta watch. You gotta finish it. You gotta finish
Gotta
it.
be my 3. I will. I'm already hyped. So I mean, I'll finish it. That's my 3. But go ahead.
All right, lady, you got some.
Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop. Edge Runners. Ooh, it's up there. I'm sorry. Edge Runners changed my life. With storytelling and stuff like that. There's one anime called Ren, Daughters of Metosimis. I think it's really graphic Japanese anime. It only had one season. I ordered it. I ordered the season off my Xbox 360, and I still got it to this day.
What? Wow.
Yeah, so that's how good it is. I implore you guys to get it. Let me see. Anybody else with their favorite 3 anime shows?
Oh, you know I got you.
I don't have 3, but go ahead.
Wolf's Rain is the older one. We watched it. I don't know the lie. We watched it back in college. It was good. Brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo, and I would say Edge Runners, but Edge Runners is too new. So
okay.
Yeah.
Nice pivot.
I'm just saying because it's new, so I still got the fresh emotions about it. But I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Even though it's a kids program.
It's not. Yeah. It's not really a kids, but yeah.
There are some adult themes in that show, and
okay.
Everybody needs to watch, especially since Netflix is gonna do a live action version. Watch the original before that drops. That way you can, compare it to.
If it's anything like Witcher 3, then I'm excited. Outside of that, I don't know because Cowboy Bebop.
Hey, we're not mentioning that, okay?
He was alright.
Like the cast is looking good. I can tell you that part. It looked way better than that movie did.
And I'll say too, to add on to CHAREECE, like my daughter and I, we just started listening through Audible to the books for Avatar, and they're a lot more. They're more adult in the conversations that they're having, the issues that the Avatar is going through. But we can't wait to get in the car to listen, right? Because it's like you're on the edge of your seat with the story. So I would recommend that. And then Food Wars. Lady was probably the one that got me watching Food Wars. And I'm trying to figure out how to get to the other ones because Netflix only has them out. And I have Funimation and all the other ones, but
Burn and Foreplay is in Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but they call them different. So I'm trying to figure out the right order to watch them in. So Food Wars is my next one. And then, like y'all said, Edge Runners is new. I don't watch a ton of anime, but Edge Runners had me. The story had me. Real tears. So yeah.
Okay, we got time for one more question.
Yep.
Okay, let me take a look. I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. What is your Casper J877?
Yeah, I don't.
Your question. Thank you. What is your top 3 indie games that you played this year or last year?
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Yeah.
Boyfriend Dungeon, people. I need to go ahead and pick up DLC. They got 2 new weapons. I want to date them too. Boyfriend Dungeon.
Okay, girl.
Boyfriend Dungeon was fun. Boyfriend Dungeon was fun. I expect to like that game. I didn't expect to like that game at all, and I very much enjoyed it.
It was awesome.
3 games. For me, so far, right? So far, it's 3 games so far. Elden Ring. Oh man.
Indie game.
Indie. Oh.
Yeah.
I'll go next. Why you think, Delilah?
Thank you.
Hades. One saves the world. Nobody saves the world.
That's a good one.
And Death's Door.
Okay.
Got it. Death's Door. Yes.
Death's
all
Door
them
is really good.
Yes.
For me, let's see. Tunic. Oh, I absolutely love Tunic. Death's Door is really good too. Death's Door. I think of another because y'all know me. I don't really play that much indie. I think of another one outside of Tunic because Tunic is taking a lot of my time. Yeah, I think that's all I can come up with right now. I have to chew on it a little bit more, but
okay,
I just want to pick 2.
That's fine.
I think Boyfriend Dungeon was the only one I played. I'm even worse than Delilah. I almost never play indie. I think the last time I played a ton of indie was when we had our our challenge for.
Maybe we should do a week where we just play nothing but indie games.
Right.
Yeah, I've
I've
played like a lot of AA stuff. You know, like the Ascent and like that. Moonlight. That's an indie that I would recommend. Moonlight. Oh yes.
Moonlight was good. I played it after you recommended it on the show.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. Yeah, I mean.
Well, no, I do want to say, hey, shout out to Hades also, because even though I didn't finish it, but that let me know that I don't like rogue type games. That let me know right now. It was cute. I watched Lady play it, but that just ain't for me because I almost threw a controller, and I'm like, I can't be doing that. So
right,
yeah,
yeah. I watched Lady play it, and it was immediately like the same for me.
You don't throw things that cost money now, like
that's why I had to stop. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me just.
It's not like I'm thinking, let me throw this expensive item. You know.
I use either that or flip a table. I'm like, oh my god!
You flipping tables?
Oof.
Charisse get wild.
I can't with you.
Right? Like, who's flipping the whole table?
Look here,
like
Hades literally was the only game that like made me so frustrated. Like,
hey, I was proud when I didn't get everybody to eat dinner, but I really did those 10 runs. I'm proud of myself. I
was proud for you. I was like, this girl is getting it because she's like, ooh, she made it to like that little boat ride, and I couldn't even get.
You know, I was hyped when I got on that boat ride. Woo! I was so. You just don't understand how hyped I was to get on that boat ride.
Nah.
All right, I think I figured out another game I could mention would be one, because y'all know I'm a huge Metroidvania fan. Mm-hmm. So it's one of the only like 3D-esque Metroidvania games, which is Journey to the Savage Planet, which was it was later published by I want to say Stadia, actually, ironically enough, Google and whatnot, but definitely try that game. And it's already been confirmed that a sequel is coming for that game, because the team, even though they, the whole thing with Stadia happened, they had to kind of create their new studio. They were able to purchase the rights to Journey of the Savage Planet, so they're able to now create a sequel to that game. But it's so good, so well done for what it is. So that would still kind of follow under the indie umbrella, even though Google published it. So that would be my last pick.
Before we go to outros, real quick, you don't mind if I just shout out the? I'm sorry. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Juan Cal and Zoran Mercado for giving us the opportunity to be on the show and on their platform, speaking with you guys this morning. Please check out all the other streamers and content creators as they raise money for Yunza Gaming Festival and the Catawba RedHawks. Make sure you hit up their links, show some love, and thank you so much for the opportunity for us being here this morning.
Yep. So once again, make sure you guys follow Latinx Gaming, that you guys do all the links. I think posting it here, Nightbot is taking care of us. And make sure you watch the content today, donate if you have the funds. Believe me, whenever you donate, it comes back to you in some form,
Firm, that's right.
Form, you will get it back to you. All right. And then, so let's get to our outros. I think that I will start with Ms. Charisse. Tell the people where they can find you when you're not here talking crap about games.
All right, everybody. Again, it's your girl Charisse here. You can find me on Twitter. Always lurking in somebody's chats, because that's where all the good gossip is. It really is, y'all. It really is. But yes, y'all. Make sure, again, want to thank everybody for coming. All the people who are new to us, who are just meeting us for the first time, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for this opportunity. It was awesome. But yes, y'all, make sure to tell somebody you love them this weekend. Make sure say nice things to people. You don't realize what people are going through sometimes. Please, but make sure to wash your hands. People, wear your mask if you're sick. Better yet, just stay home. COVID is still out there. It's not as bad as it was, but people are still dying from it. But yes, it's your girl Charisse. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.
All right. And then just speed it up, because I think before they cut us off, Ms. Delilah, where can they find you?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. Catch me on GWG at gwgpodcast.com or on YouTube. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, Miss Lady Infamous.
All right, check me out at my YouTube, Lady Infamous 415. You can check me out on Twitter, same name, Lady Infamous 415. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're probably gonna play something this weekend. We don't know what it is. We're gonna play something. Thank you so much for coming by. And be kind to each other and be kind to yourself.
All right, and LBOOGIE 0208. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Peace. Have a good day.
Bye.